friend. I'm coming to you from the floor in front of my couch because we have something very important to discuss today. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I manifest everything I want in life. I seriously get everything I want, and it is purely because of the techniques and mindset that I'm going to be talking about right now. You have no idea, all right? I manifested a whole ass fiance, a whole ass house. The list just goes on and on, honestly, and we're gonna get into exactly how to do it, so stick with me. If you want more videos about how to manifest, the law of attraction, spirituality, anything like that, make sure you are subscribed and let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what questions you have. I'm also going to have everything timestamped in the description, so if there's something that you want to skip through that you already know, or any specific technique you want to go to, it is all down there. First, let's get into what the law of attraction even is. This is the basis for manifesting everything that you want. So the law of attraction is basically a philosophy that your thoughts carry energy, and this energy attracts like energy from other areas in your life. If you're someone who always talks negatively about your job and you're like, oh my God, I hate my job, my boss sucks, everybody's mean to me, I'm not ever gonna get promoted, that energy is being siphoned into your job. And I think a lot of people look at this from a spiritual level, as in like your energy is just attracting like energy just because the universe is hearing you and giving it back. But the energy that you're putting out and your mindset determines so much about what you are physically doing. So chances are, if you hate your job and you're talking shit about it constantly, you're probably not trying that hard at it, or you're over it, your heart's not in it, you're not putting in the effort, and that's just gonna keep the cycle going, and you're not gonna get your promotion. Your boss is still gonna treat you like shit because they know that you're not doing what you need to be doing, that your mindset's not in it. So everything is always connected. Your mindset controls so much of your life. So you need to make sure your mind and your thoughts are on point and they're positive, because it's going to leak into every other aspect of your life. Okay, so you have the mindset down, you have positive energy being sent out in the world. Here are some physical ways to manifest. The first way that I do quite a lot is with a journal. I just got this off of Amazon. It is a plain white journal. It has nothing special about it. It doesn't have any prompts. It's just blank sheets of paper. But the positive energy that is in this journal right now, this journal has gotten me a lot. So there are two ways that I manifest using this journal. One is with repeated affirmations, and the other is just writing in it like a diary. So when I say repeated affirmations, I mean the same kind of things that you would say to yourself in the mirror before a tough day at work, when you're talking yourself up a little bit, right? I am strong, I am capable, I am able to put up with everyone's bullshit. But you want to make it more specific to what you're manifesting, and you want to write as if your manifestation has already happened. A big part of manifestation is living in the reality that you hope to be in someday. So you're not writing this from the perspective of like, I will be a famous singer, I will have $10 million. You're not writing it like that. You're writing it like, I am a famous singer. I have surpassed a $10 million net worth. And this is where a little bit of a delusion comes in, okay? Living in this new reality is what's going to cause you to put in the work to actually make these manifestations come to life. Okay, so you need to be living in the future. And this can be really hard if your reality currently does not line up at all with what you want. But I'm telling you right now, this mindset will get you through. Let's say you're manifesting quitting your job and getting a new one. You would be writing in your affirmations, I love my new job. My new job pays X amount per year. My new job has X benefits. I love my office because it has X, Y, and Z. Whatever you are hoping for, write it down as an affirmation that has already happened. And this might take a little bit of imagination, right? Before you write in your journal, sit down and just imagine with your mind's eye what that new job looks like, what it feels like, what you're seeing when you walk into that office, or when you're working from home. Another thing that I like doing a lot is writing diary entries for my future manifestations. So I write in my journal as if some aspect of my manifestation had already happened. So I'll just stick with the job manifestation so that we can just keep going along this path, because I feel like that's something that a lot of people want. You're gonna write, for instance, about telling your boss that you're quitting. I met with my boss over Zoom today and I told him that I was quitting to go work at whatever company, and that I would be putting in my 2 weeks notice. He was really happy for me, obviously sad that I was going, but I feel so good now that I've gotten this off my chest. It's not a secret anymore. I got the job and now I can move forward. Like, whatever you think will be happening and whatever you think your mindset will be when you quit, put that in the fucking journal, because when you actually quit, you're gonna look back on your journal and you're gonna see that the situation played out exactly how you envisioned it, because you were going into it with that same energy. So if you're not super into journaling, you can also manifest using SATs. And this is a term that I got from Neville Goddard. I'm in the Neville Goddard subreddit. If you were into manifesting, you gotta go on that fucking subreddit, okay? It will teach you a lot of things. SATs means state akin to sleep. So this is the state that you're in when you're first waking up, or when you're falling asleep, or when you're meditating, where your body is deeply relaxed, but you still have control of your mind. So you're not dreaming or anything. You're just highly relaxed in a very deep, kind of almost like non-physical state. It's very mental. And I did this a lot naturally. I never realized that this is what it was called, but I would manifest scenarios as I was falling asleep. But basically, you're just gonna daydream. Daydream about quitting your job. Daydream about growing your TikTok. And I'm talking about like a vivid visualization. What are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you smelling? What's everybody saying? Who's there? What music is playing? Imagine everything. This is gonna help you connect your awake, moving body through the world with your subconscious, right? You have this deep visualization, you feel like it's gonna happen, you know that it's coming, and now you can help that translate into your real life and make it fucking happen. The reason that I emphasize this connection between your mind and what you're physically doing and the work you're putting in is because none of your manifestations happen by just thinking it's gonna happen and then not putting in the work, right? So if you want a new job, chances are one's not gonna fall on your lap, okay? You're gonna have to be applying, okay? You're gonna have to update the resume, you're gonna have to be interviewing. So the emphasis isn't on just saying it's gonna happen and then it happens. It's putting yourself in this mindset where you genuinely believe it's gonna happen, that you deserve it, and that it's worth pursuing. And that's gonna give you the strength to keep going towards your goals, okay? This is all just a mental game. One of the hardest parts about manifesting is trying so hard to get this thing, trying so hard to get this lifestyle. Maybe you're manifesting the same thing for 5 months and it hasn't happened yet. For a year and it hasn't happened yet, and your reality is not matching up, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, I'm manifesting, I'm working hard, like I'm starting to doubt this shit is gonna happen. As soon as you feel yourself getting into that mindset, that is going to hinder your progress. So how do you stay out of that mindset? There are 2 things that I recommend doing to stay in that positive mindset, keeping out that positive energy when your manifestation isn't happening quite as quickly as you want. And the first is signs and symbols. Now this is gonna sound a little bit like that guy from the rehearsal, but stay with me here. I always write in my journal, along with my affirmations and my diary entries, signs and symbols that I can see in the real world to reaffirm my manifesting. I pick the most random symbol that I can possibly think of. Like, I think one of my symbols in the past was rain, and it was like June 2020, and I was like, it's not gonna rain. But if I see rain, or if rain happens, then that will be my sign that I'm on the right track. Choose something that you're probably not gonna see, right? Maybe if you live in like the Midwest, make your sign a dolphin. So give yourself these signs and symbols. They will give you the energy to keep going and to reinforce the delusions in your head that are getting you where you need to be. Another thing you can do is something called revision, and this is reimagining past events so that they coincide with your current reality. This is a great way, if something negative happens that does not coincide with what you're manifesting, to kind of like remove it from your head and flip it into something positive. So an example of this would be that you're manifesting a promotion and your boss comes up to you at work and she's like, hey, so you know, we have that open position on our team, one that you could be promoted to. Yeah, so we're actually hiring out for that, so the new person will be starting in a week, right? Your boss tells you that and you're like, this is not coinciding with the promotion that I have been manifesting. Like, is this promotion not gonna happen? Take a moment, close your eyes, and re-envision that event in a way that coincides with your promotion. So it's not necessarily envisioning that event didn't happen, but you're envisioning, let's say, you know, the new person is hired and they're bringing on the new person, and this new person is going to open the door to another position on your team because they're gonna point out an inefficiency that needs to be filled. And then that's gonna open a new position. That's different from the promotion that you originally thought you might get, but is an even better promotion than that. It can be so easy to get so laser focused on one aspect of your manifestation coming true that you are refusing to see any other possibilities. Or it can be so easy to get laser focused on some semblance of your reality that is not adding up to what you're manifesting. But in reality, if you keep the space open and you keep the faith that your manifestation is going to come to pass, another door will open and you'll be like, oh shit, I thought I was manifesting that promotion, but I actually wanted this job. So just leave yourself open to other possibilities. Don't become so laser focused, because that's gonna get you discouraged when things aren't going your way. It's going to close you off from other opportunities to get what you want. Just keep it positive, whether you're using signs and symbols or revisioning events that have happened that don't coincide with your vision. The last thing I want to talk about is how personal manifesting can be. People have their own internal doubts and issues and traumas that they are working out that they will project onto you. So something that happens a lot with, like when you're trying to get into the content creator influencer space, people don't understand it. And the thought of posting yourself on the internet is something that a lot of people are way too self-conscious and insecure to ever do. So when you tell them like, oh, I'm starting a YouTube channel, that's gonna trigger something within them, and they're gonna be like, oh my God, wait, like she's posting herself? Like, I'm too insecure for that. How is she not insecure? Let me project my insecurities onto her, right? I'm sure if you have delved into anything creative or different, you have had people in your life like that. Not everybody has to know every little thing that you're manifesting, okay? Because if they throw a wrench in it with their negative energy, it's gonna derail your plans. I also wanna talk about real quickly how you speak about what you're manifesting. So an example of this is using the word when instead of if. Yeah, well, if I get the job, I'm gonna be moving to Seattle. When I get the job, I'm gonna be moving to Seattle. You see the difference there? If is unsure, if is insecure, if is questioning. There's no questioning in manifesting. Adjust your language to coincide with what you're manifesting. And don't speak down on or belittle what you're working on, because guess what? Universe does not understand sarcasm. The universe does not understand, she's just insecure, she's just being negative, I'm gonna give her what she's asking for. No, the universe is gonna think that you don't want it. Even now when I hear people use the word if when they're talking about something that they want, I'm like, when you get the job, when you hear back from them, when you get $50,000 in your savings account. So that is all that I have on the basics of how to manifest and how to use the law of attraction to get everything you want in life. I hope this was helpful. I will definitely be doing more in-depth content about it because it's something that I'm very passionate about. I want everyone to get everything that they want. I want everyone to win. And now that I know that it's possible, I'm gonna get the message out to as many people as possible, because we gotta be moving and shaking here, okay? We're not wasting our lives away. We're getting what we want, we're going after it, and we're making it happen. And I will see you next week. Bye, happy manifesting.